Good evening, students. Now, as I said in the ended up in my last video that yes, I would be introducing what we call it as analytic and synthetic distinction. So let me proceed further and try to understand as to how these two concepts can be understood with reference to the films also. Now, here we would see that Kant, with the help of his book, while he was taking care of his book, Critique of Pure Reason, and I love that chapter where he clearly distinguishes between analytic and synthetic propositions. And the moment majority of us we do not understand this concept. However, he is the person who differentiated between these two words, and he very clearly showcases it to us. He contended that some of the propositions we can know are just true just because we are able to understand them through the meaning attached to it. However, think about those scenarios when you have a doubt about and you start telling your friend, hey, मेरे को तो समझ में नहीं आया आपने क्या बोला, फिर से दोहराना जरा. You talk in that way and then you proceed further. So those are the ones that we are talking about, analytic and synthetic differences. Now if we are talking about analytic, there are certain things that falls under the category. However, for example, you can say my father's brother is my paternal uncle. My mother's brother is my maternal uncle. Or if I have to put it in Hindi, I would say पापा के मेरे पिताजी के या पिताश्री के पिताजी जो है वो मेरे दादाजी हैं, और मेरी माताश्री की जो है उनकी पापा जो है उनके फादर जो है वो मेरे नाना जी हैं. So, you are able to understand. How are you able to understand these things? These are because of what he calls them, the statements that I have uttered, whether it is in English or Hindi or maybe Telugu also or Kannada, whatever the language is, Chinese, Japanese. If you know those languages very well, you call such propositions. I'm not using the word sentences. Be very careful about it. They call them as analytic. Okay. On the other hand, there are what we call it as synthetic propositions. Here you will see that in these particular propositions we differentiate between subjects and predicates, and we understand immediately that who is who. Like मैं ये कह सकती हूँ कि मेरे चाचा जी के मेरे चाचा जी बहुत अच्छे हैं. ओके, और मेरे चाचा जी खाना बनाते हैं, बहुत ही अच्छा खाना बनाते हैं, वी कैन से. और ही इज़ वेरी ह्यूमरस. आई कैन इवन से दैट येस, द वे ही क्रैक्स द जोक्स, आई थिंक nobody can do that. No, that he is very witty kind of a person. So we do understand these things immediately and we are able to know. So those kind of things he is calling them as the synthetic proposition. Now, when you are watching a movie, what are you trying to do? Are you at the level of the analytic statements, or are you at the level of the synthetic statements? Or when you're watching something else is happening, and once you have watched the movie and you're discussing with somebody else, you reach to a different context altogether. So think again about these two things also from the perspective of analytic and synthetic distinction. I'll be coming up with further one which we call it as the regression problem, and we will see what is the regressive argument out here. Till then, thank you.